Okay, this is a short video for the benefit of the members. Remember, in this morning's video, I said gold would have a suppressed price between these hours, which I noted as, let me show you. Okay, for gold, actually it was suppressed for a bunch of stuff, but because I trade gold, this is Monday, and from 4:40 to 10 past 6, sustained pressure. So once that sustained pressure is over, I said that would be a good setup, and this is exactly that period now, this green rectangle, as you can see, and this is according to my time zone at the moment, 4:30 to, you can see 6 o'clock. This is a 15-minute chart. So at precisely pretty much 10 past 6, if I turn this into a 5-minute chart, you can see how the market just released that energy. So this kind of information known in advance is really what can really help you trade. Okay, that's 5 past 6 right there on that bar. Just letting it shoot, just letting it take off. Now you can see my trade entries there, but the stop is really tight. And I also had a specific hour at 5:45 today, which is already there, so I don't have to draw that in. So as we got close, that entry was done. As you can see, the tight stop loss, it's a really tight stop loss. Why? Because if I did make a mistake, I don't want to be in that trade, but the reward is according to the TSM pricing, which I put here as the daily, and of course I got another one there which is close to the daily, is on the weekly, the 35, and that's on the weekly, and on the daily the 45. Okay, so if that does hold, it could be a good push for us. And why is it a good day? Because we have a high tension critical day. That's a possible swing trade day. So if the market comes down and that sustained pressure is over, and then later between 10 and midnight I've got a V-shape retest, then I can actually pretty much get into the trade again according to the trade hours I gave in the general trade hours section in the members area. Okay, it's just a case study, so if you're a member, you should know how to make use of these things. Obviously matching it to a price helps. As you can see, that's you can't see it here, but just bear with me if I do this. Wait, I'll add that on there. All right, so I've got the volume set up, and if I just refresh this, it should come up. So that's the daily volume zone. All right, that just came in there, as you can see. All right, 4007 was pretty much there, and you can see the breakout on the TSM indicator, and now we're stepping into a new bar as we get into 6:15. Okay, and that's basically it. So we've got a level there, the time is there, we have a breakout, so market pushing up. As you can see, the first target is that 58, and it's the price of 4019, and you can see, let me now get rid of this, it's done that 4019. Right? So if you were scalping it, or if you're doing something like that, I don't scalp the market, but let's say you are, this is how you can play around with it, knowing when those critical windows of opportunity are going to come in. And nobody can really guess these things. I calculate them specifically, so based on the calculations, that's how it is. In fact, I can also just get rid of that and leave it as it is, because that time period is now over. So if this thing works, we can shift to the upside. If it doesn't work, it's a 1 bar stop loss, as you can see, pretty tight here, just not even 1 bar from here, not underneath the low. If it works, works. If it doesn't, it's a small loss. If the trend day or the swing day holds, if my calculation on the swing day is correct, then from the lows we should have a high, and that should be an up day, and that's how it should go. All right, and I don't have to have a big stop loss either, and I can actually get rid of this on the daily now. Okay, I would have wanted to see this here at 37, which is 3,964 today, but it didn't make it there, which is fine. At the end of the day, as long as you've got time and a technical price level that matches what you're doing, then you could get your head in there and, you know, take a portion and then add a portion and so on.